Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Broken T-tyme, and today I want to talk to you guys about the Hall of Fame of 2019 in WWE. First off, congratulations to D Generation X and congratulations to China to finally being inducted in the Hall of Fame. Also, congratulations to Booker T and his brother Stevie Ray to enter the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, guys. Now, I want to say congratulations to Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the brothers of the Hart Foundation. Now, you may have just heard, yeah, I said Bret and Jim Neidhart. What happened to the other brother, Owen Hart? Well, Owen Hart is not being inducted. I don't know if you guys know or if you guys are a huge WWE fan like myself, and if you're a huge Owen Hart fan like myself, we know why Owen Hart is not being inducted in the Hall of Fame. It's not WWE's fault. It's not Bret. It's not Jim. It's not British Bulldog. Speaking of Bret, okay, British Bulldog is not even being inducted with the Hart Foundation, but we'll get to that in a moment. But Owen Hart, the brother of Bret and Jim Neidhart, is not being inducted. Let me say this. I know the accident was tragic. It was a horrific. It was a horrific, tragic, death that happened to Owen Hart. Fell from the rafters, and he was going to face Jeff Jarrett. I remember I was watching at home as a little kid, watching WWE, and I saw him fall from the rafters onto the concrete. That scared the daylights out of me, and I understand that. I see where she can say, "Oh, she blames WWE," but who's to say that they weren't practicing? They were practicing, testing it out. Shawn Michaels did it, coming down from the Raptors. Shawn HBK done it. Owen Hart wanted to do it. I'm saying, why do you not want WWE to induct your husband, Owen Hart, into this year's Hall of Fame? Why don't you want Owen Hart to be inducted in WWE? Is my question. I'm sure Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart want their brother inside the Hall of Fame. I'm sure they want their blood brother in their Hall of Fame. You're not his blood, you're just his wife. You're the wife of Owen Hart. And I do feel sorry for you of losing your husband. But Owen Hart done so much in the WWE. He entertained us all in the WWE. I will never understand why you would not want him to be in the Hall of Fame. I would not understand why you would not let the fans have this. We loved that Owen Hart entertained us. We loved that Bret Hart entertained us. Jim the Anvil Neidhart entertain us. Now let me get to British Bulldog and Brian Pillman. They were also part of the Heart Foundation. Why aren't they in the Hall of Fame with Bret and Jim? Now that doesn't have to do with Owen Hart's wife. No. I don't know why Brian Pillman nor the British Bulldog isn't in the Hall of Fame this year with the Heart Foundation, because they were part of the they were Heart Foundation. Bret, Owen, Brian, Bret, Owen, Brian, and British Bulldog. They were Heart Foundation. Now, me personally, I would love to see the Heart Foundation, all four, inducted. Now, it would be wrong if China wasn't inducted with the Generation X. Now, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. So why leave Brian Pillman and British Bulldog out? We know why Owen's not in it, but why leave British Bulldog and Brian Pillman out? That's what I would like to know. I'm a huge WWE fan. I love WWE. I started watching since I was a little boy, watching the Attitude Era. And I'm 31 now, and I'm still watching WWE. So, I don't know. I don't know the story behind Brian Pillman and British Bulldog, but they need to be inducted with Bret and Jim Neidhart as well. This wasn't a knockout. This wasn't to make Owen's Hart wife upset or mad or anything like that. I understand that you are hurting still after all these years. You're still hurting. You're still sad and emotional. I get it. I understand. It's just Owen Hart entertained us in the WWE. You know, he entertained us with his gimmicks, his hilarious promos and stuff that he'd done in the ring, his moves, his passion for pro wrestling. And to see that he is not being awarded for his outstanding performance in WWE is because of you. You won't let WWE induct your husband into the Hall of Fame. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right for you to say no. And you're gonna sue WWE. If they induct Owen Hart, you're gonna sue WWE if they induct him. Like, come on. Why? Why do you want to sue? Why would you sue? Okay, like, if I was in your position, I would never sue someone for inducting a family member, a loved one, into the Hall of Fame. I would never sue anyone because of it. I would be happy and honored that the person is being inducted for what he's done in the company or for what she's done in the company. I would be grateful. I would be honored. But you would not let Bret Hart get inducted. I mean, Owen Hart, I'm sorry. Owen Hart get inducted. Now, Bret Hart, this will be his second Hall of Fame ring. Owen Hart gets nothing. He gets no achievements, doesn't get recognized because you won't let him. You won't let WWE acknowledge Owen Hart for what he's done in the company because your bitterness, because you are holding a grudge to WWE. That's not right. That's wrong. I hope one day you wake up and you realize that, yeah, you should let this go. You should never forget. No, don't forget. Never forget. But you should forgive. Hate in the heart will consume people. It will consume a lot of people. Contagious. I don't know. But that's all I have to say with this topic on Talk with T-tyme. I hope you guys like this video, what I have to say. If any of you guys are WWE fans and know what I'm talking about with Owen Hart not being inducted in the Hall of Fame, you know what happened with Owen Hart. He passed away so many years ago, and he was supposed to face Jeff Jarrett, and he was supposed to be coming down to the ring and on the rafters, from the rafters, and he fell from the rooftop on down to the concrete floor. And yeah, that was a tragic death, a very tragic death. And like I said, I do feel bad for her. I feel bad for the entire WWE fans and family. I even feel bad for Bret and Jim Hart family, Natalia family. I wish that Bret. I wish Owen Hart was still here. I really do. I wish that Owen Hart's wife would let WWE induct him. We all know how that's what's happening, and so like I say, but anyway, like this post or like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Comment below on what you feel, what you think about this, and yeah, that's it. I'm Broken T-tyme. Thank you for listening.